having you here. We have a few things that we'll talk about toward the end. We have an entry on your program called Chapman Projects coming up. And in that time, I'll talk about what we think we're going to tackle, what we're going to be doing, so that you know the kinds of things that our students would likely come to your historical societies for, your societies for help. And it's quite diverse. We have really kind of branched out into all kinds of interesting things. So you get to hear about what we're doing. But really, we want to hear about you. And so what I'd like to do is have each of the historical societies here, or our independent scholars, because we have an honorary guest, Mr. Melvin Brunsell. And actually, Mr. Brunsell, I'm going to have you go last. I don't want to spoil our surprise. These people do not know what an amazing contribution you have made to Thechapmancenter, so I get to talk about that. So we're going to put you last. And I'd like to talk about what the award is going to be. We are giving an award, and we're not sure yet if it's going to be every year. We kind of think we'll give it when the occasion arises. But it's an award for an individual who has made a phenomenal contribution to the preservation of Kansas history. Mr. Russell, will you stand up?
Are we giving him a copy of his own book?
Yes, Mr. Russell. We have created the Brunsell Award because Mr. Brunsell has spent a lifetime collecting the histories of Kansas lost towns. There are 9,000 of them, and here they are.
Can I read it?
Yeah.
I didn't write this. Angela wrote this. It's a beautiful job. This is the Thechapmancenter Brunsell Award for Excellence in Preserving the People, Places, and Stories of Kansas Territory and the state of Kansas, in quotes, so that no one will forget. First award with esteem and high appreciation to Mr. Melvin Brunsell, researcher and author, with the title of his 3-volume work. Thank you.
And we have scored the coup. We get to digitize. So we will be putting it up. This is part of what Angela, wherever she went. She is going to be scanning and digitizing, which I think we have.
Well, it's already in digital form,
Yes.
and Angela
We have to put it up.
it's going to go up on the web. You'll be able to read the entire thing, but you won't be able to be printing it. You can't print it. So
But you can search it.
you can search it.
Okay.
So then, if you want a paper copy, I think Mr. Brunsell has many copies.
I had 250, I'll plug just a minute here.
Yeah.
I had 250 sets.
What do they sell for?
They sell for, if I mail them right now, up until the first of the year, when they'll go to full price for the first of the year, but right now, on the special on my introduction, I'm doing it at $75 plus $10 mailing. And that is my cost.
Yeah.
And when we get this all in, actually this retail will be $120 plus $10 mailing.
Right.
And I've done that as I started out. I've sold over 100 sets already, and they've been pretty well distributed throughout the United States. I've been very, very surprised. I was just absolutely, you know, I was taken back. I didn't dream that anybody, and everybody said, well, why don't you come to Missouri and do this for me? Once around is enough. 11 years of work in that, and I am now in the process. I said I'd never do it again, but you're wrong. I'm in there now trying to, there are several error typos, and I appreciate if any of you get these and find typos or misinformation, let me know, because it's, when you go through these thousands of lines and everything else, and I'm trying now. I found now 15 more towns that were still lost. I have been writing them up.
Yeah, we're at the Kansas State Historical Society. I volunteer, and years and years and years to do this. I mean, a railway town that lasted 3 months is there. A town that lasted, 8 years isn't there. They're alphabetical by county, they're alphabetical by town. In some cases, the sources are indicated, but longitude and latitude is given. Early founder names, populations. I mean, this is a contribution
treasure
of
trove.
amazing all kinds of research. So,
And it's freed me up to do other things.
yeah, Angela was.
That was what I was doing.
We were trying to get a compendium, I mean, just lists of towns. And the magnitude of that was just blowing us over. And Mr. Brunswick just called up one day and how did that work? He saw the sale barn.
We had taken a class field trip up to Washington County and they put it in the newspaper. And somebody in some other county had put it on the sale barn wall. And one of his friends that knew he did this saw it and called him and said, here's this article. So then he called us. It was just a comedy of,
You know, just intersections. He just called and Bonnie came in, she said, you won't believe this.
There are,
It was phenomenal.
I'm sorry I didn't bring it.
We can probably get that information from you.
Oh, yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can call the Chapman Center Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, we'll give you all the information.
So we can say that.
The reason I priced these at the low to begin with is that was long before we had this intake.
Yeah.
And so it has now changed, and of course, in fairness to everybody, it's going to go back to what it was. And I introduced it initially because I was on my own. And it will be for first of the year, and that's it.
You've got this chance to get it.
Get your grab your
before it
coffee
goes
cup.
up
And you guys are welcome to look at it while you're here if you want to.
Yeah, you're welcome to look to see. One of the things I found the most valuable is that he got all the alternate names of the towns.
Yeah.
And we know, for instance, Broughton had 4, and these towns were changed constantly as the post offices were moved. And so you can look at the town, and you're looking at Hueyville, and it'll say, also known as, you know, Podunkville, Whitewaters, and you get this long list of names. So that's very valuable for people who are trying to find the